assume that we are here, halfway between Lyon and Bordeaux. Oh, big shout out to Weeboost, by the way. No, I'm joking. Nobody sponsors me to do anything.
And hello from Bordeaux. That trip you just saw, by the way, was 8 hours long. It was an absolute killer. Don't feel too sorry for me though, because Joy, who you saw in the other video, hers was 15 hours. She got on a bus at about the same sort of time and went all the way to Manchester from Lyon, which is just ridiculous. I also can't complain because now I'm in Bordeaux, and Bordeaux, it turns out, is incredible. It is so beautiful. I spent today just wandering around, exploring the city, trying to get to grips with it all and seeing how it all works.
It's just ridiculous, you know. At some point you've got to stop filming because everything looks pretty.
When I first arrived in Lyon, I got there on a Sunday night and had school the exact next day on the Monday morning, and it was really stressful. So it's been really nice to arrive here on the Saturday, have the Sunday to wander around, to explore. I was walking for like 3 hours with very little refreshments because nothing is open on a Sunday, or I think things open from like maybe 9 until midday-ish. I guess I will have to get used to that, but tonight they said that the guys here will feed me at my new apartment, which is nice because I haven't been able to buy any food. And speaking of the apartment, by the way, it is incredible. It is so nice. It's very like sort of ramshackle, thrown together kind of affair in like a really nice way. I mean, that sounds quite negative, but in a very, very nice way. I'm kind of finding it hard to count how many people actually live here, because when I arrived last night there was about 7 people mooching around on the sofa. Only 4 of them actually lived here, but then there was a 5th who does but is coming. But they're really, really nice people, and hopefully it will mean that I speak a lot of French, because I realised that I've been speaking so much German recently, what with the trip to the music festival and the trip to Berlin. So this month is going to be a French reset. I've decided that I'm going to try and speak as much as possible all the time, French, 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 and it will be so helpful having all these guys here because they're super nice, and there's 4 of them all ready to speak French with me, or ready to speak French with me. I think they will be forced to, hopefully. And actually one of the housemates is a Swiss girl who has come over here to study architecture, I think, and is also learning French. So that's another person learning French in the house, which is quite nice because these guys are used to like having to speak slowly and translate things, which is good for me. However, this Swiss girl does speak German, so I'm going to have to really try and avoid the desire to just swap into German the whole time. No. There's also a couple of cats here, which is quite nice. There's a cat just hiding off camera, but there are 2 cats that live in this flat. Looking forward to make friends with them. They're a bit suspicious of me at the moment because I guess I'm this strange English man who's just appeared, but they seem friendly enough, so hopefully I will become a cat friend by the end of this thing. Something else that I've realised though by being here is that yet again I've arrived in a city with absolutely no idea of how it works and what's in it and what I should go and see. I was sitting by the main Hotel de Ville here in Bordeaux, and I was on my phone trying to Google points of interest and museums I wanted to go to and like areas of town I needed to visit, so I really have no idea. I'm consistently underprepared for the cities that I'm visiting in France because I feel like once I found a good apartment and a good language school, that's me done. That's all the preparation I need, and then I stop preparing for my trip. So I arrive with zero idea of what's going to happen. Happened in Paris, happened in Lyon, happened here. So if you have any recommendations for Bordeaux, then let me know. But yes, this is going to be a serious month. This is going to be where I really try and push it forward a bit, especially because I was a little bit disappointed with the school in Lyon for not pushing me in terms of grammar and new structures and things like that. So I've been feeling kind of frustrated recently with my French. It's annoying when you know enough to understand what people are saying to you, but you don't know enough to like really respond. And I think that's kind of symptomatic of being at A1, A2, and I actually kind of want to do a whole video about how you kind of deal with that. But for now, I'm just trying to push through and get into the B1, B2 level stuff. So to summarize that in one objective, my specific objective for this month is to get to a level of French where I very rarely have to swap to English. Even if I don't know the word I want to say, I know enough grammar, I know enough structure, and I know enough vocab that I can explain what I mean rather than just saying it outright. That's the kind of level I want to get to, and that's where I think after 3 months of studying I should be. So I'm hoping that I will get to that point, and that will make me feel so much more confident in my life, I think, living in France. So Bordeaux starts now, and I'm really looking forward to getting into it. It's going to be such a nice month, I can tell, because it's a really cool city, really nice guys I'm living with. I can't wait. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Something that I want to start doing this month, by the way, is doing like a weekly update kind of thing, like 3 things that I'm getting really annoyed about in French and 3 things that I'm loving in French, something like that. I'm not quite sure on the format, but I want to put a bit of regularity into the updates. So watch out for that. And if you want to see those videos and everything else that I'm doing, remember to hit subscribe before you go. In the meantime though, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Cheers.